Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some of the stocks on the move today. I'm Paul Sweeney alongside Isabel Lee. I'm joined by Bloomberg's Red Brown. Red, what are you looking at today?
First one on my list is actually in the red, is Supermicro, down around 19%. The ticker for this one is SMCI. Currently the worst performing company in the S&P 500. Prior to today, the stock was up 88% this year. Now it's looking at around 50% or so. So yeah, this move comes after the company cut its full year outlook and projected a quarterly profit that fell short of expectations. The kind of interpretation of some of those moves is that they're coming under increased pricing pressure when it comes to the stiff competition for AI servers. Obviously, the demand is there. It now becomes a question of how much they can spend, how much can they charge their customers for those. So yeah, it looks like increased competition is taking quite a hit on their outlook. They said earlier this year they expected to generate around $40 billion in sales. They've now lowered that to at least $33 billion. So quite a pretty significant hint there for Supermicro.
What about Match Group? What's going on there?
Yes, Match Group is right now, if we're looking at the shares, are up around 13%. That's its best performance since July of last year. And that's kind of moving in the opposite direction of what Supermicro did. They give a positive outlook for this next quarter. Kind of a reverse of a lot of the trends we've seen for this company. It's been kind of, a bit of a negative sentiment around the company. The shares are trading up this year. But this positive move coming after, besides the outlook, the company also gave or pledged to invest another $50 million into product development. That's one thing that a couple of activist investors that have taken an interest in the company have been really pushing for, trying to reinvigorate profitability, trying to reinvigorate user growth, which is the company has really struggled with the last 3 years. It's shrank that figure each quarter. So probably a positive thing for Match to continue to kind of invest in how their users interact with their products. They're trying to get rid of bad actors, trying to encourage more interactions, things like that, and also we'll be going towards a marketing budget as well. And if anyone's in New York and rides the subway, they see kind of a new dating app ad on the subway pretty much weekly. So we'll probably get to see a couple more of those as well from this.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.